Well, we are learning of a cracker shop that has now burst into flames following a mishap. In fact, several people got injured in this particular tragic incident. The incident in which a cracker shop burst into flames following a mishap, and according to the cops, 3 persons, all women, have sustained some serious injuries in this incident. In fact, the fire then spread to a nearby hotel, which has been completely gutted along with the vehicles which were parked outside of the restaurant. The firecracker shop, in fact, is what we are learning, was set up illegally as it did not have an NOC to be there. Let's listen in to a couple of reactions coming in over the same story, and then we'll discuss this in depth.
9:30 9:45 को ये परास क्रैकर्स में एक्सप्लोज हुआ। उन्होंने हर साल ये लगाता कहते, ये साल भी वो लाइसेंस के लिए लगाया पर नहीं दिए। अभी डीसीपी साहब तो अभी वो लाइसेंस नहीं दिया। अब इंक्वायरी करके फील्ड इंक्वायरी करके देना बोल के हमारा को सूचना है। 2 फायर इंजन वाला आया, पूरा आग को पूरा स्टॉप कर दिया। पूरा ये फैलने का था, पूरा स्टॉप कर दिया इन टाइम आके। 2 लेडीज को हुआ, एक लेडी को थोड़ा आग लगा। वो सीरियस नहीं है, इतना सीरियस नहीं है, बट कोई इसमें नुकसान नहीं है।
CNN News 18 Swastika Das is joining us on the broadcast. Swastika, it's extremely tragic, but the question will be about the shop owner. Without having any proper NOC, how can you have a firecracker shop which is extremely dangerous?
That's right. In fact, before you set up any cracker shop, it is mandatory to obtain a no objection certificate from the municipal authorities as well as from the police. In this case, this shop is not new. This had been set up many times in the past as well, but they were not given license. So what we are given to understand right now is that it may have been an electric circuit thing or any kind of loose connection that first triggered fireworks in the cracker shop, and then it burst into flames, and then subsequently such was the impact that the fire also spread to a nearby hotel that is adjacent in fact to this cracker shop, and that hotel has been completely gutted. Along with that, 7 to 8 vehicles have also sustained damages. In fact, have been completely destroyed by the fire. But the good part is that 3 persons have sustained injuries, but those are not very serious of nature. They were immediately shifted to the hospital for immediate treatment. But yes, the question remains is, with so many cracker shops unabated and flourishing across the city, in fact, not just in Hyderabad, perhaps in other cities as well ahead of Diwali, since this is Diwali week. Question is that how many of them actually have needed licenses to operate?
Right, Swastika. Also, certainly we are believing that a can of worms will be opened with this particular accident. Are we learning of any crackdown on the firecracker shop in the city of Hyderabad and rest of the Telangana as well?
Perhaps after this incident, there will be a wake-up call to check for licenses operated shops only to be allowed to function ahead of the week. But in this case, if you look at the whole area itself, it's a cramped space. Sultan Bazaar is an extremely crowded area. The firecracker shop was overloaded. The reason people struggled to escape there was because there were so many boxes at the mouth of the shop itself, and that was occupying the road. So ideally, there should have been better mechanisms. In this particular case, so far no arrests have been made, but a case will be registered against the owner, and that too will come from the hotel side as well, because that hotel, which was adjacent to the firecracker shop, has been completely destroyed by the fire.
Right, and what's the condition of these 3 women which got grievously injured, Swastika, and if their family is demanding any sort of stern action against the shop's owner?
Initially, when the fire incident happened, 2 women from the tiffin shop that is adjacent to it have sustained injuries to their hands, to their legs as well. 1 person has sustained injuries to their face, but nothing major of sorts. According to the police, they were immediately given first aid and then moved to the hospital. So the casualty in that regard is extremely low. Considering the impact and the way the visuals are so dramatic with respect to the fire incident, people were able to escape in the nick of time. But having said that, questions are being asked as to why, if this shop did not have license in the first place, who allowed them to set up their base over there?
Absolutely, Swastika. Thank you so much for all of those details. We will keep coming back to you for more updates on that story right now. Shifting focus to another break.